woman got married, but her husband was abusive. She got remarried, and that husband ran out on her. She got married again, and that husband fell in bed. Finally, she put an ad in the paper. Looking for a man who won't abuse me, won't leave me, and won't fail me in bed. The next day, the doorbell rings. There is a man with no arms and no legs. Hello, I saw your ad in the paper, he says. Tell me a little about you. The woman replies. Well, I have no arms, so I can't hit you. I have no legs, so I can't run out on you, he replies. How do I know you're good in bed? She asks. He say, I rang the doorbell, didn't I? I hope you understand. A woman was standing naked, looking herself at the mirror. She was not satisfied with what she was looking at, and said to her husband, I feel awful. I look old, fat, and ugly. I really need a compliment right now. Her husband replied, Well, your vision is perfectly nice. And then the fight started. A girl said to his fiancé, When we are married, I want to share all your troubles and worries. The fiancé said, But I don't have any troubles and worries. The girl said, I know, but we are not married yet. Why do couples hold hands during their wedding day? It is simple. It is just a formality like two boxers shaking hands before the fight begins. There's a man who goes out drinking all the time and comes home very late every night. So one night, his wife decides to teach him a lesson. She dresses up like Satan and decides to hide in the dark and scare him when he gets home. The man comes home and his wife jumps out and screams in his face. He just looks at her and says, You don't scare me. I'm married to your sister. A woman meets with her lover, who is also her husband's best friend. They make love for hours. Afterwards, as they lie in the bed, the phone rings. Since it's the woman's house, she picks up the receiver. The best friend listens, only hearing her side of the conversation. Hello? Oh, hi. I'm so glad that you called. Really? That's wonderful. Well, I'm happy to hear you are having such a great time. Oh, that sounds terrific. Love you too. Okay, bye-bye. She hangs up the telephone and her lover asks, Who was that? Oh, she replies, That was my husband telling me about the wonderful time he is having on his fishing trip. And you know what he say? He is doing the fishing trip with you. So, husband maybe cheat or lie also. A married man was having an affair with his secretary. One day, their patience overcame them and they took up her house. Exhausted from the afternoon activities, they fell asleep and awoke at around 8 p.m. As the man threw on his clothes, he told the woman to take his shoes outside and rub them through the grass and dirt. Mystified, she nonetheless complied, and he slipped into his shoes and drove home. "Where have you been?" demanded his wife when he entered the house. "Darling," replied the man, "I can lie to you. I have been having an affair with my secretary. I fell asleep in her bed and didn't wake up until 8 o'clock. The wife danced down at his shoes and said, "You liar! You've been playing golf, right?" So that's the result on the drug. A man and a woman who never met before find themselves in the same sleeping carriage of a train. After the initial embracement, they both manage to get to sleep, the woman on the top bunk, the man on the lower. In the middle of the night, the woman leans over and says, "I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm awfully cold, and I was wondering if you could possibly pass me another blanket." The man leans out and with a glint in his eye said, "I've got a better idea. Let's pretend we are married." Why not?" giggles the woman. "Good," he replies. "Get your own blanket." After an intense high-speed chase, an officer finally gets the lawbreaker to pull over. "You know," says the cop, "I was originally pulling you over to tell you your taillight is out. Why the hell did you take off like that?" The man said, Last week my wife ran off with a cop, and I was afraid you were trying to give her back."